Hi, I'm Atty. I used to think I wasn't a reader because I pretty much just read picture books and only finish a novel once a year or so. I made this channel to remind myself that you're a reader if you read, and picture books have stories worth sharing too. Welcome to Atty Actually Does Read.
Hi there. I'm back recording another video about a book that I picked up from the library. This is one that I picked up a while ago, didn't really get a chance to read, but glanced at it and thought, something's going on here. So I got it again, and I'm glad I did. It is kind of a crazy book. It's a kind of book that honestly, let's see what the publishing date is on this. 2022 this is from. Paradise Sands, A Story of Enchantment by Levi Pinfold. And it really feels like the kind of book that I grew up with, for context, as a kid in the 90s. And, you know, that's pretty subjective. But the thing is that I feel like I've done a lot of reading of kids' books from when I was a kid and from more modern times. And there's this difference that I noticed where I feel like it was more common when I was a kid to have books that were genuinely terrifying in a way, but not about horror tropes, just unsettling. I'm thinking stuff like Outside Over There by Maurice Sendak. You know, stuff that in retrospect was a little heavy for a kid, but at that time it didn't really matter, and it didn't matter to me either, and I kind of loved it, actually. Those were a lot of my favorite books. There was a book, I think it was Bluebeard or something like that we had, about a wife whose husband eats her kids or something. I don't remember. Dark kids books are kind of awesome, and this book kind of goes in that tradition in a very enigmatic, strange, unexplained way. The book starts, even before the title page, with this mysterious poem that kind of serves as a backing throughout the story and is referenced throughout the story. But it's about a group of siblings going out, I guess, to pick flowers. It's not really explained why they're going out here, but that mystery in this case really helps. And the writing style adds to that. It's simplistic but enigmatic again. I think this demonstrates it pretty well. It was dry and dusty, and it was Bill driving, Danny in the passenger seat, and Bob beside me in the back. You know, white roses we follow toward Teller's Hollow, sang Bill, laughing. Remember? That nonsense, I said, is nonsense. And that was how we left the road. It's like, I really like it when you're a little thrown in the sense that you're getting a sense that there's like a relationship between these characters, things that they remember between each other that you're not privy to. The interesting kind of phrasing like, and it was Bill driving, that just make you feel like this is something that's really happening and you are really watching it, rather than having everything explained to you or having not a lot of detail or being told what the story is but not shown. You're right in it. Mysteriously, though, they show up at this castle that I guess is, what did they call it? Teller's Hollow? And it's some sort of mystical thing where their adventure goes according to the mysterious poem that they're kind of reciting snatches of from the beginning of the book. And the brothers get, I guess, turned into dolphins, but that is not said. It's never said the brothers turned into dolphins. It just says, away from what is, we all are now his. And that's how it chooses to say that. And I love that, like, when kids' books can use pictures to, like, flesh out the story, where the words know they don't have to say everything and the pictures know they don't have to demonstrate everything, but together they come together to tell the story, because that's what this is. It's words and pictures together, and that's how it should be. They should each be pulling their weight, and you should be able to like have one lean on the other in a way that's unique to this medium. Anyways, she goes into kind of a more traditional fairy tale style story from here, where she has to like perform a task for this mysterious being who's never really explained in order to get her brothers back. And there's something just chilling about how mysterious the whole thing is. But one of the more chilling moments is that she basically like sort of breaks one of the rules of this mysterious being. And he says that he'll honor their agreement to give the brothers back, but one day your own daughters and sons will visit me here, and if they choose to stay, they are mine. And when they return home to their mother, the mother clearly knows where they went and what happened. From Teller's Hollow, she asked. About the flowers. From Teller's Hollow, I replied, my voice trembling. I looked away. We both understood. And just by saying that, you've put it into the reader's mind that, oh, this happened to the mom. And the mom was also told that her children would one day go to Teller's Hollow and would have to make that choice. And the same thing that happened, that the teller the mysterious creature called the Teller threatened to the daughter did happen to the mom, and this is her kids going through that, honoring that agreement with that mysterious creature. But specifically, like, that's chilling in itself, but specifically the way that that's phrased, so simplistically, enigmatically, so through implication rather than outright statement. That's the sort of thing that I miss from kids' books. So many kids' books are just saying what happens point blank, not getting too deep into it, just describing a scene. And that can be fun if your scene is particularly stirring, but stuff like this where it's left to the imagination and implied and you know, and told with so much personality in the process, and in a way that brings genuine fear and unsettling feelings to something that is actually a fairly tame story. Nothing violent happens, you know. I miss that. I feel like that was more common in my youth compared to most of the books that I read now. Maybe that's just because I'm reading more books now, but regardless, these sorts of books are harder to find for me, and I really appreciate when they come along. So thank you, Levi Pinfold, for Paradise Sands. That's a pretty cool one.